We're watching Movie Management with me, She and Shalin, and today we have kidnapped two international guests from opposite ends of the world, one from Seville, Spain, and another from Sydney, Australia. And what do these two fiery ladies have in common? The special dance of bachata. Now, ladies, both of you are here for the international bachata scene that's actually happening. Now, what I want to ask is, why did you choose Latin dancing?
Oh, good. Well, I like bachata, I like salsa, I like Latin rhythm because I understand.
Yes.
I speak in Spanish. All Latin songs is in Spanish. I feel the music because I interpretation the song.
Yes.
Bachata is hot, it's passionate. Spanish people is passionate, and I like very much.
What about yourself, Jasmine?
I absolutely love the Latin American styles. It's a long way from Australia, obviously Latin America, and a wonderful escape from sort of everyday life. It is so much fun, it's so connected, and a way to connect with people and have a lot of fun.
Actually, did you start bachata dancing or salsa in Latin America?
About 10 years ago, so it's been a while now.
But what made you, make the switch? What was that, that one moment that made you say, yes, this is something that I want to do?
A group of us actually started together, a whole lot of friends, which was actually very funny because the reason one of the boys actually wanted to start was because somebody else had danced with his girlfriend and he was extremely jealous because he didn't know how to do it. With that, we all went to start learning. So it was a strange restart, but we fell in love with it immediately and just kept going.
So things about salsa dancing from both of you is the fact that it is such a fiery, carnal dance. And both of you, I understand that your partners are also your partners in life.
Yes, yeah? That's right.
Well, my partner is my husband.
Yes.
And I was his student. He was a famous teacher bachata salsa in Seville.
How about yourself? Like throughout those whole 10 years, has it been with the same partner?
We actually started together as friends. So he was one of the boys within the whole group. We started as friends, and sort of a couple of years in, we actually became dance partners, being that we're both exceptionally tall people. And then sort of from that dance partnership, it became a relationship, and then he's now my husband, being the only man I ever see. So.
Right. But a lot of bachata and salsa instructors, they do have a sort of like a side business, And I understand, Begonia, you have few DVDs that you create for yourself.
We sell DVDs. Bachata sensual, Dominican, acrobatic, modern.
And Jasmine, do you only do bachata? Is that all you do, or?
I have a day job as well.
Oh, okay.
So yes, something to support the craze. Just work in administration during the day, and then at night time we teach classes and train and ride through the weekend.
Why is that? Why don't you take teaching to another level and make it like whole part of your life?
We considered it a few years ago. We had the opportunity to actually become full-time, and we didn't want to take away from our love of it and make it a job and only a job. And we're lucky enough now to actually be a part of Australia's biggest Latin dance school, Latin Dance Australia. So as part of that team, it's a much more relaxed environment for us.
Yes.
It's not everything, so today we don't need to worry about how the rent's going to get paid and all the things that come with running a business.
That's true. Okay. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a bit, Jasmine, and we're going to watch a short VT package, so stay tuned. Back again with our two amazing, sexy guests. So Jasmine, picking up from where we left off just now, talking about balancing your life between bachata dancing and salsa dancing, and also your day job.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that you mentioned was it was quite difficult for you to actually support yourself with bachata dancing. And is there any plans in the future for you to promote your art?
Well, I mean, it's always ongoing. We're always promoting. We're always working forward. We work with a fantastic team, the Modus Vivendi project, which allows us to pass it on to other people, which we love. And I mean, as I said, we're always growing. We're always moving on. Only going to be competing in the World Championships in December.
Oh wow! Good luck.
Yeah, which should be fantastic. But I mean, it's always growing. It's always moving, and we won't ever stop promoting. Otherwise, we won't get opportunities like this where we get to come to amazing countries.
Yes. Begonia, are you going to be in this World Championship as well?
We were championship of Spain, 2008-2009.
Okay.
And we have a school, dance school in Seville, and we teach every day 5 hours salsa, bachata, kizomba, zumba. And during Friday to Monday, we travel all the world: Europe, Africa, Asia, America, USA, all the world.
But you know, there is this perception of people in the arts that a lot of people who are in the arts do not actually make a lot of money. You know, that it's very difficult to actually create a living. But then with yourself, Begonia, you're able to have, you know, classes 5 days a week, and then you're traveling all the time. How do you do it?
Well, dance, that's business.
Okay.
We dance because I love dancing. We sell DVD, students. We have a lot of students in the dance school. Perhaps this student is at the money for life.
And I think like the whole reason why both of you are actually here is through sponsorship, for you to actually come to all these different countries. It's very difficult to get these type of sponsorship.
There's a lot of competition, so there are a lot of other amazing artists out there who can do just as good a job as any of us, and you've got to make yourself stand out and be interesting, not just the best, but to have a great personality, be a lot of fun. There's a lot more to it than just being a great dancer. So you need to be noticed to actually be brought to these things.
So what I noticed, like, I've been watching a lot of your YouTube videos online, and I have to say both of you are amazing dancers. You guys have to check them out, honestly. But so one of the that I think both of you promote yourselves and how you actually get those sort of sponsorship is creating, you know, a brand of you know, yourself and your partner. So what is your unique selling point, would you say? Like, what would you say?
We've got a couple of strengths that we play to. We play the talk card, so it's often very novel for us, for people to see us. When we actually get there, they're like, "Oh, you're so big!" But we consider ourselves very technical dancers. We find that brings a lot of people to us. They like the way we break things down, make it very specific, the detail. So I find that's more or less what we play with. We're also very musical dancers, love to play with what we hear in the music. I don't understand the lyrics. I haven't got a clue what they're talking about, but I can hear the sound, the music, the different percussions, and we love to play with that. And I think that makes us very interesting to watch.
So it's not only the height thing. I don't think you can actually tell from the fact that we're actually sitting down in the car, but you are what, like 5'11" and a half?
5'11" and a half.
That's amazing. And your partner, he's about
6'4".
Oh wow. Yeah. That's like a whole foot taller than I am, by the way. So and other than this, the technical aspect and the fact that you can actually feel the music, I think another thing that both of you actually have in common, you were mentioning just now in our first segment, is you really connect with the music. And what is it about yourself and Gabrielle that you feel is you can promote yourself to the world? What is it about both of you that you think people want to see?
Okay. We are very famous because Gabrielle is crazy. very crazy. Workshop is funny, energy, fast. We are crazy. Crazy. Yes. Over the world, call us please come, go to Poland, London. We are only because we are crazy. We are fantastic dancers.
Oh yeah, of course.
But it's for funny.
As an artist, there's a lot of, I'm sure there are a lot of, roadblocks in your life that you have actually gone through, a lot of, how do you say, restrictions in terms of how you promote your art form. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the journey of any dancer is you're always trying to get past the next thing. There's always, being so much competition, there are always people who do it. You're not good enough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ego in the scene, so people who just have to have a say in everything. You don't put that aside, not let it pull you down, and just keep working and lots and lots of people. You need to be able to carve your own niche and to make yourself noticed.
Yeah.
To sort of get out and above everything else, and it's hard and it can be demoralizing, but the love of it just keeps pulling you through and just keeps drawing you up.
Yeah. Begona, what do you think about that? Do you think it's actually quite difficult for an artist in this field to actually, continue this art form and keep that love for Latin American dancing?
Dancing is no competition. I dance for funny, to enjoy, and we are teaching every day and learning all time. Teach and learn all time.
Yes. So, other than these particular restrictions in your life, there's also a perception that as an artist, there comes a point in your life where people might say, "Oh, you're a bit too old to be a dancer." So, do you think that is true? Like there is actually a thing where you're too old to be a dancer, or is there an age limit to being a dancer?
No, it depends what you want to do with your dancing. The style we do it's a social style. That means the reason you initially start is so you can go out and you can dance with everyone.
Yeah.
And not so much in Australia, but Latin America, you'll go to a wedding or a party, and everyone from the youngest children to the oldest people there will be dancing. And there's no reason why that can't keep going. Just, you might have to slow down a little on the competition side or the performance side, but you should never ever have to actually stop dancing.
Yeah. Do you agree as well? Like, do you think there should be, a certain age limit to a dancer's life? Will you stop dancing when you're older, or will you just continue dancing?
I continue dancing until perhaps 50 years old, 60 years old. I don't know. when I cannot dance, stop.
Yeah, so the love for dancing is just gonna keep you going and going and going until you just can't do it anymore. Is that right? Yes?
Yes.
Well, on that note, darling, we're gonna take a quick break. Stay tuned. And we're back, and for this particular segment, I want to talk about how, especially with Latin American dancing, the women, we don't lead, actually. We actually follow the dance. Do you think that's emasculating for women? We have to follow the man the way he leads us and all of that.
We like to console ourselves by saying we're letting them lead us.
Okay.
So yes, they're leading it. It's by my choice. So I'm still got my own power, but it's nice. I mean, they lead us. They ask us where they want us to go, but at the same time, we still have control within the dance. So no, it's not like that at all. Sometimes it's hard to let go initially, particularly when you get new students in. The girls don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, it is quite difficult, because the first time when I started doing bachata and Latin dancing, it was very difficult for me to let that power go, for a man to be able to just move you around wherever he wants you to move. Do you feel it's difficult for women to follow the man when he leads?
Well, when the man dance well, ladies dance well.
Yes.
When man no dance, lady perhaps she can dance well because she dance her style. Forgot the man.
Yeah. But do you think it's bad that a woman has to follow the man in Latin American dancing? Is it bad for a woman?
It's easy.
It's easy?
It's easy. But there are guys are very strong, very hard.
Yeah.
And lady is not comfortable.
Yes.
Is the problem? Is the problem?
And about the man leading the woman, and both of you have your partners who are also your partners in life. How do you actually divide that passion that you have on the dance floor and the passion that you actually have at home? Is it quite difficult for you to balance both lives?
Sometimes we have a rule that if we're in the studio generally over choreography, it has to be left at the studio. It can't come home with us. So you do need to sort of have a cut-off point. So we're more work partners in the studio. We're life partners at home. You've got to have a distinguishing point there, or we might kill each other.
But how about for yourself? Is it difficult especially with your Spanish blood? I would assume there would be a lot of disputes when it comes to dancing and also how you handle your life at home. Maybe you can tell me.
Well, we have in couple all hours, 12, every day from 6 until 6.
Yes.
Is join us close. Well, we are. It's easy. It's easy to live with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then, you're working together and you're also living together. I'm sure you must fight quite a bit. So how do you make sure that when you dance and when you're working, it's professional, and then when you go home, it's you've left all of that negativity behind? Or do you actually mix both?
Mix.
You don't have a dividing line?
No. Separate whole life with professional life. No, it's enjoy.
Is it easy for you that way, or?
It's easy.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh wow, okay. So on that note, we're going to watch a quick VT package and we're going to get back to you right after this. And now, ladies, I think our time is up and we're going to send you back to the hotel where you guys would be conducting another workshop, their Bachata workshop. So you'll be doing sensual Bachata, if I'm not mistaken. And what style would you be doing?
We're teaching the body movement of Bachata.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to that because I'm going to be joining both of your... So that's it for Women in Management this week. I'll see you next time.